During an appearance on Meet the Press this past Sunday, Democratic Representative and Democratic Senate candidate for California, Adam Schiff, suggested that both President Biden and Donald Trump should take cognitive tests to, of course, let the public know whether or not they're even up for the job. And this is a sentiment that, by the way, I definitely agree with Adam Schiff about. But here's what happened. Schiff goes on there and he says, given Joe Biden's incredible record, given Donald Trump's terrible record, he should be mopping the floor with Donald Trump. Joe Biden's running against a criminal. It should not be even close. And there's only one reason it is close, and that's the president's age. It's an oversimplification, but on the main points, he's right. Like, there is no reason Biden should be losing to Donald Trump in the polls. The guy's got 34 felony convictions. He was impeached twice. He absolutely just nosedived this economy, the entire country, by mishandling the COVID-19 pandemic throughout 2020. Like, there is nothing that Trump did while president that should warrant a single person in this country outside of the top 1% to want him back in office. He was horrific. And yet, he is in the ahead in the polls. So then Kristen Welker, host of Meet the Press, asks him, do you think he, talking about Biden, should take a cognitive test? To which Schiff replied, look, I'd be happy if both the president and Donald Trump took cognitive tests. Welker responded and said, so that's a yes? You think he should take a cognitive test? And Schiff responded, they both should be willing to take a test. So that wasn't necessarily a yes to her question, but it also, Welker, you can't really say like, well, Biden should take a test. So should Trump. His last one was 6 years ago, and he's still bragging about it to this day, and it's obvious that his mental state has also greatly diminished in those 6 years. But here's the issue, folks. You're the ones that are going to be making the decisions. I'm going to be making my decision. Don't you think the public, left, right, center, moderate, independent, hard left, hard right, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Don't you think all of us are entitled to know whether the person we are going to go in there and pick to be the next president has the ability to do the damn job? This should be a nonpartisan issue. And according to reports, which I didn't know, but apparently President Biden's White House doctor has not given him a cognitive test. We know that Ronnie Jackson performed the very simple one on Donald Trump, which again, 6 years ago, he still brags about today. But we deserve to know. We have to make informed decisions. But if we don't have all the variables to the equation, we cannot come up with the correct answer. And honestly, shouldn't stop there. If you want to seek an office, a federal office in the United States, we should have tests. Not just cognitive tests either. I'm not saying we necessarily need like IQ tests, but we got a lot of really stupid people with no common sense in Congress, and we should probably devise a way to weed those kinds of people out. The Constitution puts forth requirements that people must meet for the House, for the Senate, and for the presidency. So because there are already a set of requirements, there's nothing stopping us from, adding more requirements. Yes, that requires amending the Constitution. Fully aware of that. Also fully aware of how difficult that is to do. I'm just saying it can be done. So maybe that's something we ought to consider for the future so that we don't end up in a situation like this again. And I'm not just talking about the presidential candidates, but I'm talking about all of the Nimrods that currently hold seats in both the House and Senate. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.